Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be running through a very chit-chatty makeup tutorial on this look that you see right here. I was so inspired by spring and cool tones, so I figured I would do something very pinky and flirty and glittery and gorgeous. So I hope that y'all have a blast, and let's go ahead and jump into the video. So I'm really excited about today's video. I feel like I say that in every single video lately, but because today I'm going to be using a lot of the products that I got in my Ulta haul. So the first thing I'm using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Y'all have been around for a while. This has been on my wish list for some time, and let's go ahead and give it a go. All the products that I haven't really tried today, I haven't tried at all. So, okay, there it goes. Okay. Ooh, that smells nice. So I don't know if I got a wonky bottle, but part of it sprays really well, and then the other part of it kind of squirts really directly. So we'll see how it goes from here on out. But today I am going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I feel like I haven't used this in such a long time. I'm also going to be using my Makeup Brush Set paddle brush to apply this. I really go back and forth with this brush. Whenever I use it, I love it, but then sometimes I'll just kind of fall out of using it. So I hope that I love it just as much as I did the last time. So I just apply it directly, and then I will apply it onto the skin. It just covers such a large area really quickly. So my sister and I filmed a sister tag, and this was the first time that she's really been on my channel. We had so much fun filming it. I'm really excited that she was able to do that with me today. It's something that we've talked about multiple times, but she and I have more recently just become best friends, and I think that's so cool because we are 5 years apart, so we haven't always been that close. We've just been in kind of different parts of our lives, if you know what I mean. When I was in high school, she was just in middle school, barely even. So it's just been really nice to kind of have our relationship blossom, and that was something that I had always really hoped for. So I'll have that video linked down below in case y'all are interested in seeing it. So one thing I will say about using this brush is that it does tend to sheer out your foundation a little bit, so it's not covering a lot of my redness, which you might not be able to see from that far away. I have a little blemish right here, so it's not going to be applying it with a flat top kabuki brush. It's going to be a little bit different, but I still really like it. For some reason, this foundation tricks me. It's 1 second it'll be amazing, and then the next second I want to throw it away. And the reason I say that is because depending on what my skin is doing, it's going to look different. Right now, the dryness that I have going on around my nose, it is clinging to that dryness. So that's just something to keep in mind if you are interested in purchasing that foundation. It just might, I don't know, be a little clingy to your dry spots. For concealer, I'm using the Naked Skin concealer. I love this concealer. Next to the Tarte Shape Tape, this is definitely my favorite as far as high end goes. So I'm just going to put that under my eyes, and then I'm also going to use it to conceal my eyelids. When I was thinking about the 21 Days of Beauty sale that Ulta was having, I was really interested in trying the Urban Decay sorry, I keep saying but the primer potion for eyeshadows, and I didn't get any, and I kind of feel like I wish I would have, because I always use primer, or concealer, I mean, sorry, for concealing my eyes, which it works beautifully, but I don't know, I just thought it might be cool to kind of have something different in my collection. Okay, I'm definitely going to need to do a moisturizing mask tonight because my face is so dry. I've been craving salt lately because I have my big presentation this upcoming Friday, and actually it might be today. I don't know when I'm posting this video because I have a couple others that I want to go live, but my presentation is on April 13th, and I have been stress eating like a fool, which is not good at all. So I haven't been drinking near as much water as I need to, for sure. I'm using Enhance from my Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette just to set the under eyes and the eyes. I also like to put this kind of along the cheek area if I'm going in with a powder, contour, or bronzer, which I am doing today. Alright, so for today I'm going to be using Colourpop eyeshadows as my base, I guess you could say. The first one is a really gorgeous like pinky shade, and it's right here. It says Say I Do, that's what it's called. It's a really gorgeous transition if you are working with pinks or burgundies, anything kind of within that family. It's just so pretty. I'm just going to buff this into the crease with my Sigma E40. Yes, honey, give it to me. God, this color is so pretty. My sister just left my house, and on her way home, she has to get onto, y'all, stop moving the camera. She has to get onto one of the major highways, and there was a huge fire, like just a random brush fire that was happening right next to the road. So when normally it would take her about 25 to 30 minutes to get to her place from mine, it's taken her a really long time, and they had like 4 fire trucks on the side of the road because I guess it was like potentially going to jump across, and on the other side is like where the city is and all the homes and subdivisions. So it was just really nerve-wracking, and I was like, you need to like text me, or not text me, but call me as soon as you get like past the fire, because I was really nervous. So I'm really just taking this color from the outer corner all the way into the inner corner. Now on a more kind of like dense blending brush, I'm going to take the next eyeshadow, which all of these are by Colourpop. This one is Soft Core. So it looks like this. It's really pretty. Just kind of a couple shades darker than the previous one we went in with, and it's also a touch warmer. So I'm going to make sure that this doesn't go too far up because I don't want it to look like I have pink eye. I just want this to look like really beautiful colors on my lid. And one thing that can be really helpful if you don't have a super defined crease is that you can just lift up your eyebrow like that, and then kind of just go back and forth in windshield wiper motions in the same area, and it will create a crease for you. Now with my Sigma E35, I'm going to take some of Fashion Addict, which definitely has a lot more of a purple tone to it. In person, it has kind of like a fuchsia undertone. It definitely has some pink, but on camera, it's picking up a lot more purple. So I'm just going to pack this onto my outer corner. Going to just pat it first so I get the pigment that I want, and then I will start to kind of just buff it in circular motions in that outer corner. Me and all of my friends from school are like so stressed out right now because probably about probably about a third of our class is currently going through the comps process right now, our clinical comps, which in a doctoral program, that is like your big annual test that you have to kind of move through the program. And if you don't pass it, then you have to do it all over again, and it literally takes like a semester or two. That's how long like the work process is. So it's just a really, really big deal. And we got our committees this week of who we, like which professors we're presenting the project to, and then they pretty much grill us for an entire hour on like why we chose what tests we gave and just our therapeutic process. So it's just really unnerving, and I'm trying my best to keep a cool head going into it because me and two of my girlfriends are the first ones to be going in my cohort. So it's just very like intimidating. So I'm going to go back in with some of soft core and just buff more of this into the outer corner just to kind of keep all of the pinky shades together and marry that purple and this pink together. And then I'm going to go back in with the original color just to lightly dust this like up top to make sure that there's no harsh lines and it really kind of just transitions up towards the brow bone. All right, so next up I'm going to take the Stila. This is the different one. It is Boheme. What is this though? It's the Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. So I know that the other ones that I have are more of the like glitter, but this one is the Shimmer and Glow. So it's not going to have that chunky kind of glitter that some of my other ones have. And this color is so beautiful. It is a taupey purple and I am all about it. So I just take the doe foot applicator and I start on the inner corner and then I just work my way out. I don't want to cover up this outer corner, so I just want it to kind of like fade outward. Oh, y'all can see that. I know you can. That is so crazy how intense these are. I cannot get over that. Like whoever created these in the lab, they seriously need an increase in their paycheck. These are just so beautiful. So I'm gonna keep it like that and let it kind of dry a little bit. That is literally so beautiful. I cannot, oh God, I cannot get over how gorgeous these are. All right, so I'm gonna go back in with that darker pink shade and just buff this into the crease area. Oh, I feel like this brush is not what I wanna use, but it's what I got in front of me, so we're gonna roll with it. Just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. I've been super impressed with Colourpop's eyeshadows. Like every single one that I own, I don't own a ton, but the ones that I do own, the pressed are so gorgeous. Like I love them. I really want to get some more. Okay, so now to finish up it, wow, oh my God, that was really bad. To finish up the upper part of the eyes, I'm going to take 143, which is just a touch darker than the other purple eyeshadow that we went in with. And I'm just gonna take it again on that Sigma E35 to pack it into the outer corner. And this is where I can really work towards blending where that cream eyeshadow and the powder eyeshadows come together. So as you can see, I'm really just packing it on and then slowly blending it a little into the crease on that outer V. Now I'm going to take a tiny little bit of Enhance from my Tarte contour palette. You can use a shimmer eyeshadow, vanilla eyeshadow. I just don't have like an actual eyeshadow in front of me, just to highlight this brow bone right here. All right, so this is gonna be super exciting and kind of nerve-wracking, but I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown to fill in my brows. I used to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and the Model Co Brow Definer or something like that, but I decided to jump on the Anastasia Brown wagon for brows, and let's see how this goes. I cannot promise that it's gonna be good, because I'm probably gonna come out looking a little bit like a dude, but that's all right. I feel like everyone kind of just draws like a line and then they fill it in. I don't know. What do people do, y'all? I feel like I don't want it to be crazy. Does that look crazy? I don't know. Well, I feel like they're not too crazy, but they're definitely thicker than my actual brow. So we'll see how it looks with lashes, mascara, and all that kind of stuff on. So I'm going to be using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara just to give them a quick coat. And then I'm going in with the House of Lashes Featherette. So I'm really excited to use these because they look really wispy and gorgeous. I can never do this on camera, so I will be right back. So I just wanted to say that these are the most comfortable lashes I've ever worn in my life. The Featherette lashes from House of Lashes, like I could wear these all day. And that is saying something. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But to finish up the lower eyes, I'm going to use the Tarte Sex Kitten black eyeliner to put in the lower waterline. This is the blackest eyeliner I have ever used for my waterline. Like I love the Swerve by Colourpop. And at Colourpop, the actual colored ones are amazing, but this is the blackest one I've ever used. It's so good. Then I'm going to apply some of this purple right here. This is the darkest purple that we used up top, and I'm going to use a definer. Whoa, I have like a hair in my mouth. A definer brush to put that into my lower lashes. I can work this correctly. Then I'm going to use some of this shade right here. I can't remember the names of these. Like I need to get an actual like Z palette for this because it's a pain to have to like dig in and get those out. But I'm going to use a pencil brush just to buff this all over the lower lash line. I'm going to use a little bit of mascara just to finish off the lower eyes. Yes, and the eyes are done. So exciting. So I'm going to be using my, I was almost about to say Amrezy, but this is not the highlighting powder. This is the Anastasia bronzer in the shade Rich Amber. I love this color so much. It's beautiful. And I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. I cannot speak. Every single time I go on camera, it's like I just lose my mind. So, oh yes, bring some warmth back into the face. So pretty. God, I freaking love this bronzer. I was so nervous about purchasing a really high-end bronzer with just like one because normally I only buy high-end contour palettes, but I am so impressed with this bronzer. Like, I can't even tell you. Warm up the forehead. And honestly, this brush, y'all, like if you were looking for a really nice bronzer brush, I would recommend this one by e.l.f. It's $6. Really can't get any better than that. Now for my cheeks, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution blush palette. And this blush palette has 4 matte blushes up top. Well, bottom technically. And then all of these are highlight shades. And honestly, I am super impressed with Makeup Revolution. Like everything I've tried by them has been awesome. So what do I want to use? I'm going to take this Baby Doll Pink blush right here and mix it with this one. So this one definitely has more of that baby doll. This one has a touch of peach undertone to it. And since I have two, why not use both? Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This color combination is coming together. I feel like I've seen so many warm tone makeup looks, and I know I do a ton of those here on my channel, especially like every day. And I remember asking some of my subscribers in a more recent video like what y'all wanted to see, and so many people were like saying that they wanted to see more cool tones. So that's what I'm doing. Next, I'm going to play with some of these highlighters down here. I think I'm going to take this one and this one, those two together. And I'm using my Morphe M510 brush, which apparently is like the holy grail highlight brush that I was super late to. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, honey, yes, give it to me. Oh, Holy cow. Well, if you are looking for a really affordable blush and highlight palette, I would recommend this one. Oh my God. Like I can't. Do y'all see that? Like, holy cow. So beautiful. Well, I'm done. I'm gonna apply a little bit to the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow. I am also going to apply this one right here into my like inner corner of my eye, just for a nice little pop of highlight. Using a brush that is like way too big for this, but that's okay. Feeling a little lazy today. So my lip combination is going to be Bite Beauty, and this is in the shade Rosé. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous rose color. See? So beautiful. And then I'm going to top it off with a Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss. This one is in the shade Shimmer of Hope. I feel like I haven't used this in forever, but it's so beautiful because I kind of want to tone down the rose and add more of like a pinky look. All right, y'all, so that is going to conclude this springtime makeup tutorial. I hope that y'all had a really great time hanging out with me and chit-chatting while I walk through this tutorial. Please let me know down below in the comments if you prefer talk-throughs or kind of chit-chat style, or if you prefer whenever I do a voiceover, because that's really, really important to me to know what kind of content that y'all love and enjoy. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, please consider doing that if you would like to stay up to date on all of the videos that I post. I hope that y'all have a fabulous day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!